Welcome to this edition of Bisa Boluwati Tony Shola. The Madrid derby did not turn out as most of us predicted last weekend, but we are here again for another exciting weekend of the show. It's still Bisa Boluwati Tony Shola, and this weekend we have two key, interesting, and exciting games in Italy and in the Premier League. Well, let's start from the Serie A. The game to look out for this weekend has to be the Milano traveling to Turin to take on Juventus. The interesting thing is the last 4 league matches between the two sides, Milan have not scored one. Yes, and Juventus scored 3 of them. 2-0 victory, 1-0, then 2 goalless draws. But before then, AC Milan defeated them home and away in the Serie A. This time around, Juventus seem to be coming in better form, although Milan shocked us last weekend, defeating Napoli. They're going to fight hard this time around at the Allianz Stadium, but I still think Juventus will not lose at home against AC Milan. And the other fixtures there's Cremonese traveling to the Giuseppe Meazza Stadium, still called the San Siro, but because Inter Milan are at home to take on Inter. The last time Cremonese went to this venue, they thrashed the AC Milan on opening match day, coming from a goal down to win that. But this is a different team entirely. In fact, they've never won against Inter Milan in the Serie A. 3 straight losses. I think it's going to be 4 this weekend. Inter will win this match. Napoli hosting Genoa, another exciting fixture. This one is supposed to be Napoli are in better shape, they're in better form. Yes, they dropped their 100% record last time. They would want to bounce back at Diego Armando Maradona. So I think Napoli will pick up 3 points at home against Genoa. Let's move on to the Spanish La Liga. 2 key fixtures, obviously. Real Madrid will be playing at home against Villarreal. Villarreal are third on the log. They are 2 points behind Real Madrid. They are in good form. They are in good shape. They are scoring goals for 4. And even the midweek in the Champions League, they scored 2 goals against Juventus. But this is a Real Madrid team. Yes, they bounced back in the Champions League, but this is the league where they would want to get goals. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. If you're a punter, you can go for both teams to score. But I think at the end of 90 minutes, Real Madrid should do enough to win. Then there's a Barcelona going away to the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan to take on Sevilla. Sevilla probably had a better season than they've had in the last 2-3 years. But this is a Barcelona side who are coming for blood after losing in the Champions League against Paris Saint-Germain. They are in form, they are scoring, they are doing so well. So it is hard to see anything beyond a Barcelona win against Sevilla. The best Sevilla can get in this fixture is probably a draw. Let's go to the Premier League, the unending drama. The leagues has everything. Manchester United will be taking on Sunderland. At least they're expected to win this one. Still waiting for their first back-to-back wins under Ruben Amorim. This time, the interesting thing is, Sunderland they are just 1 point behind what Man United have had in months. This is how bad the Red Devils have been. But you expect them to still pick up themselves against a lowly Sunderland and maybe get a victory, get to score in this one. Brentford, on the other hand, will be hosting Manchester City. City fought back. They are biting hard. They are scoring goals. Erling Haaland is in the form of his life. But they failed to beat Monaco in the Champions League thanks to late penalty they considered in that one. This time around against Brentford. Brentford are one of the threatening teams in the Premier League. Their last fixture against a big side, they picked up a victory. So this is supposed to be interesting. It's going to be a feisty encounter. Maybe your best bet could be a Haaland to score, but a win is not too guaranteed. So you can say maybe win or draw for the citizens in this encounter. There's a game between Arsenal and West Ham in the London derby. They are in good form, yes. They are in great form defensively on the offense. In fact, Arsenal are doing what you call the basic. They are not overdoing, you will hardly see leg over skills at all. But they are doing the basic, which is to put the ball into the back of the net, win. Some people are calling it corner kick FC. There's no way to play football. Just win your games. And the Gunners are doing it well against a poor West Ham United this time around. And the match is at the Emirates. It's hard to see anything but a win for the Gunners in this encounter. Then let's talk about Chelsea and the Liverpool. That's the biggest game across border this weekend. Although 2 teams that have been struggling recently, the results have not been going well, especially Liverpool losing back-to-back matches. Chelsea losing about 3 in 4 key games. Both teams are struggling. The Blues love red card. In fact, 2 of them played about the same time last weekend. And they conceded or they lost the same period. But before I give my verdict on this one, let me bring up my friend Kingsley Akpan to give his analysis on this game. Then I'll come back for more.
All right, guys, amazing Kingsley back here. A big game, Chelsea-Liverpool. I think it should be an advantage Liverpool because last weekend, Chelsea lost their best defender and conceded 3 goals to Brighton and Hove Albion. Who's their best defender? Chaluba. Chaluba in the last 3-4 months has been Chelsea's best defender, at least centrally. You can talk of maybe James Cucurella also having, some good time when they bump forward. I feel that the team will struggle because who are the guys that they will pair centrally? Badiashile, is Tosin Adabi on your feet, there is there Fofana. I don't know which of the guys that they are going to play centrally. And you look at Liverpool, Ishak, Salah, they are due some big statement games. It might just be this weekend. It might be this weekend where you see Alexander Ishak, just work wonders, and then Salah maybe get 2 goals right there. I think it's going to be a game that might end 3-1 or so. It should be maybe 3-1 Liverpool. I think Liverpool pick up all 3 points because they look a more structured, a more stable side than Chelsea going into this weekend game. So you can say maybe the midfield battle will be a bit, very, very tough and feisty. Caicedo, Enzo, Soboslai, Gravenberch, McAllister. But at the end of the day, going forward, Liverpool are the better side. Chelsea will struggle defensively.
Thank you very much, amazing Chrissy. You read it from the amazing man. He's giving his verdict. So the fixtures between these two guys in about 11 games, they had 7 draws. In fact, 6 of them were straight draws, 4 straight goalless draws. So these guys know how to battle each other well. So I think the best bet for this game is probably for both teams to score because the defense of the two sides are in shambles. So both teams to score between Chelsea and Liverpool. So let's do a recap right now. In the Serie A, Inter Milan would beat Cremonese. Napoli would beat Genoa. Juventus double chance against AC Milan. You can also go for both teams to score. In the Spanish La Liga, Real Madrid, double chance against Villarreal, but I think they may end up winning that fixture. Barcelona should beat Sevilla. In the Premier League, Arsenal would beat the West Ham United. Brentford against Man City is going to be tough. Both teams to score or double chance for Manchester City. United against Sunderland. If you know if you beat Sunderland, I don't know who you will beat. And of course, the biggest game between Chelsea and Liverpool. I think I'll go for goal in that encounter. Thank you very much. This is where we drop and call on this edition of Insight with Boluwatito Nishola. You can like, share, and please subscribe. We need this subscription. Till I come here another time, please do have a beautiful sporty weekend. Goodbye.